So India is celebrating its 74th day of independence today, and as happens every year, now this day is going to be celebrated with great pomp and enthusiasm. But of course, the fact that the coronavirus pandemic is raging has ensured that the celebrations will in some ways be done with social distancing being adhered. But the spirit remains as high as ever. The coronavirus pandemic has forced the scaling down of the celebrations. The Prime Minister's annual address from the ramparts of the Red Fort will go ahead as planned. There will be far fewer people in the audience, however, and as per the Defence Ministry, close to about 4,000 people have been issued a formal invite to the ceremony. And this includes diplomats, officials and media personnel. And this is how the Rashtrapati Bhavan had been lit up on the eve of the Independence Day. Now, previously, even those who did not have a formal invite for the event were allowed to participate in the ceremony at the Red Fort. But keeping in mind the prevalent situation due to the coronavirus pandemic, the Defence Ministry has made it clear that no one without a formal invite will be allowed to attend the event. Now, all invitees have been requested to wear face masks and adhere to social distancing very strictly. Now, the organising authorities have kept an adequate number of masks for distribution at various points. Hand sanitizers will also be available at several locations, and the authorities say that the event will be organised by maintaining a balance between dignity of the event and factoring in the COVID-19 protocols. Seating arrangements have been made in a way to allow people to maintain a distance of at least 6 feet between them. Now, several other arrangements have also been made to facilitate the people's movement and avoid crowding. Thermal screens have also been put in place at various entry points, while medical booths have been set up in at least 4 nearby locations. Now, all members of the Guard of Honour and all security personnel involved have been under quarantine for the past 14 days. And these are live visuals that we are getting from the Red Fort. And the Prime Minister is expected to arrive in just a short while from now. And all the staff who are present have... And also one of the major differences that is going to be witnessed this year is the change in the audience. Now remember, each year the Prime Minister's address is attended by school children. But this year, because of the safety concerns or due to the coronavirus pandemic, the young cadets of the NCC have been invited instead of the school children. And the centre has also urged the state governments to invite doctors, nurses and sanitation workers to their Independence Day events. The state governments across the country have also released guidelines on how to celebrate in public. The schools and colleges which organize some of the most vibrant Independence Day events will continue to remain shut. But some educational institutions are, of course, planning to hold virtual celebrations with the students presenting special programs from their home. Would be present. The dignitaries have been seated with strict social distancing norms, and you also have people who have been told that they have to self-isolate for a period of at least 14 days before they can actually attend this event today at the Red Fort. So we expect the Prime Minister to actually make his way to the Red Fort in just a short while from now. He'll be received by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Defence Secretary Ajay Kumar. The Defence Secretary will then introduce the General Officer Commanding Delhi, Lieutenant General Vijay Kumar Mishra, to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And the GOC Delhi will then conduct the Prime Minister to the saluting base, where a combined inter-services and police guards will present a salute to him. Now, the Guard of Honour will be positioned directly in front of the national flag across the moat below the ramparts of the Red Fort. So, Prime Minister Narendra Modi paying his respects to the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, just a little while back there, a tradition that has been followed by every Prime Minister. Now, after inspecting the Guard of Honour, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will then proceed to the ramparts of the Red Fort, where he'll be greeted by Defence Minister, the Chief of Defence Staff, Bipin Rawat, and the Chief of the Army Staff, General M.M. Naravane. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Karambir Singh and Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal R.K.S. Bhaduria. And then GOC Delhi will conduct the Prime Minister to the dais on the rampart to unfurl the national flag. And after the tricolour is unfurled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the National Guard will give the Rashtriya salute to the national flag, is the statement that has been put out by the Defence Ministry. And also the unfurling of the national flag will be synchronized with a 21-gun salute fired by the gunners of the elite 2233 Field Battery. Now, this, of course, is going to be a ceremonial firing of the guns. The ceremonial battery will be commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Jitendra Singh Mehta, and the gun position officer will be Naib Subedar Anil Chand. So India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, we can actually spot him there. He's already made his way to the Red Fort. He will be the one who will receive the Indian Prime Minister when he actually arrives at the Red Fort in just a short while from now. And all of the staff who are presently at the Red Fort attending this very crucial and an important event. It is a celebration of India's 74th Independence Day. And all of them have, of course, been in quarantine for the last 14 days to ensure that none of them has shown any signs of COVID-19. And only those officers who've either tested negative or have had the coronavirus in the past and then have subsequently tested negative, only those are the ones who are now present in this very important ceremony. Now, it is on this day 74 years ago that the British suzerainty over India lapsed and India became an independent nation after having been a colony of the British for at least 190 years. And it is at that time that the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, had made that very important speech of India's tryst with destiny. And every year, every Indian Prime Minister has addressed the nation on the occasion of the Independence Day. And this is, of course, going to be an important address to the nation that sets out the vision for the nation. In some ways, it is the Prime Minister who nudges the nation in a certain direction that the country will take. The policies that he has will of course, be enunciated. And also, it is a vision for the nation that is put out by the Prime Minister. So this is a crucial address to the nation that the Prime Minister makes every year. And there is also a lot of ceremony and tradition that has come to be associated with the Independence Day celebrations. And this, of course, is an event that is broadcast across the length and breadth of the country. And anyone who is not able to participate at the venue of the Independence Day celebrations at Red Fort, a lot of people, of course, make it a point to watch it on the television screens.
क्लोज कर दिया नहीं अभी रुको ठीक है चलो ठीक है गाड़ी आ गई
अपने लिए